right, Uncle Bang. So next, I wanted to ask you about some rappers who coming out of your city who made a lot of noise, man, and really, really hit the mainstream big, like huge splash. None other than NBA YoungBoy. And recently I had the pleasure of interviewing one of his best friends in the rap game, one of his biggest artists in the rap game, BBG, Baby Joe. Now, is it true you got a history with Baby Joe?
Yeah. Free YoungBoy, you heard me? Baby Joe and BBG Tyler, that's my best friend Benji B sons, you know what I'm saying? Tyler is real son and he raised Baby Joe, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was with Baby Joe mom, you know what I'm saying? And he raised, so like, when I would go to Benji house, you know what I'm saying? Back when Joe and Tyler was little, 5, 6, 7, Joe, Tyler, Lil Benji, all of them, you know what I'm saying? All Benji's sons. They used to be running around with no shirts off. There was some little bad. I knew they was gonna be bad when they get older. But yeah, man, I've been knowing, Tyler and Lil Benji, BBG, Baby Joe, all of them since they was little kids. You know, their daddy my right-hand man, you heard me?
That's wild. So when you seen them...
Hey, free Tyler, man. Free Tyler, man.
I think little Tyler is out. I think, I don't know, he might be back in.
He just went back. Free Tyler, man.
That's crazy, man, because...
Tyler and the Paris beating up right now. I just got word. He ended up beating up and he's Baton Rouge Paris right now.
Now, we're running a Baby Joe interview, and he gets into that. The fact that, and I was like, well, why don't I see you doing any more interviews, or not interviews, but music videos and music with Lil Tyler anymore? And he was like, man, he just, he's kind of in them streets. You know what I mean? That's his thing.
And Tyler be thugging, man. Tyler like his daddy. Them niggas crazy.
That's wild. So when you see somebody at that age and you see them blow up to that high of a level, like an NBA YoungBoy, a Baby Joe or whatnot, where they signed to these majors, they got songs all over the place. Like Baby Joe got a song on TV shows, on all sorts of TV shows, Outer Banks and things like that. What do you think? Like, how is that?
I think Joe need to start doing more. You know what I'm saying? Cause Joe a big name. I think Joe need to start. I seen him on your podcast. I'm like, man, that's the first time I seen anything from Joe. Joe need to start working his, you know what I'm saying? Joe start grinding, bro. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You young boy, right-hand man, bro. Make work for you, Joe. You heard me? I just talked to Joe brother, you heard me? And Joe finna come on my podcast. Joe and Lil Benji. Tyler was coming on here, but he went to jail. But yeah, they finna come on the Bang Session podcast. David Joe, Lil Benji B, you heard me? Shout out Lil Benji B, my nephew. You heard me?
Yep, and it seems like right now is the perfect time for them to come back in the game because, there's kind of there's like an absence in that NBA YoungBoy sound. And out of all the people who came out after NBA YoungBoy, obviously Baby Joe is his biggest artist, you know what I'm saying? Besides I guess Quando and then No Cap, but from Baton Rouge, like that had that sound, the Baby Joe's that cat. He's like, it's time to shine, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I ain't understanding when Joe ain't take it serious. Joe was like, man, I'm in these streets, you know what I'm saying? He ain't take it serious. I was young before, and a major label that was the biggest label in the world was trying to sign me to rap, but I seen my jewelry and I seen all the money in my pockets. I seen my jewelry look like theirs. And I was like, I don't want to do this. And I was young. I was like 24 at the time. 25, something, yeah. Biggest rapper in the world wanted to sign me. I had more jewelry. My jewelry looked better than his. I had pockets full of money. I was like, I ain't gonna rap. I'm a gangster. You know?
Nah, I get it. Because, they're still young. Even though during the course of the interview, Baby Joe starts talking about how, he's older now as opposed to them. But, he's still only like 24, 25. Like, you could still, like, you're at the prime age to really just be out there getting it in the rap game. But, things we're moving at a lightning pace for those cats.
I see Joe maturing a little bit because Joe just ain't have no understanding, him or Tyler. I don't think Tyler still don't got no understanding. I don't know about Joe either, but them little crazy. You got to realize what they came up around, you heard me? Them came up around some real soldiers, you heard me? They know that street back and forth. They wasn't sworn in it, they was born in it, you hear me? This ain't telling you secondhand. I've been knowing these little dudes since they were 5, 6, 7 years old, bro.
That's crazy, man. And now, you know, their names are known nationally or worldwide, I should say, you know what I mean?
Ain't nobody from Baton Rouge with a name that ain't tied into me in some kind of way. If you was in the streets of Baton Rouge and you or your people ain't had no type of dealings with me, you're lying.
Now, what about on the other end? Like Fredo Bank, do you have any history with him?
Nah, I have history with G Money. That was my little brother.
Oh, yeah. Rest in peace, G Money, man. That's crazy.
G. Rest in peace, Corinne.
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
Y'all still ain't do nothing about Corinne? Sometimes I just be doing too much on her, bro. My bad.
Nah, it's okay, man. Go ahead with it, man. But that was a tragic situation. So how did you take it when the whole G Money shooting, is passing away?
They say Lil Pap just came home. What you said again?
I said, how did you take it when that situation played out? And then, the court case.
Hurt. That, with G Money getting killed? That hurt me. That was my little bro. That wasn't I don't know G Money from being no rapper. I know G Money before the dreads. I know G Money with the little bob. You heard me? I know a little kid G Money, my little partner that used to, every time I come and shout out to my Glenn from the jungle, he used to be over by Glenn House, and they had this cage with a blanket over it with a big ass pit bull under there. But I ain't know the dog cage. And every time I walk in there, I'd be full of X pills. And I'd be coming there, I'd be in there talking to G Money and Glenn, and that Money would yank the blanket off the dog cage, and the dog would start barking. And that made me jump. I was like, I'd get on G, you little mother, beat your leg. But we would be laughing. Man, I miss G. I got some good memories with G. G used to always be like trying to let me hear his music because he knew I rap. And back then I had songs with all the like CeeLo, Young Reddy, Nussy, this Kevin Gates. I had songs with everybody. Like, man, J-Dawg, let me see. Y'all know Uncle Bang. Everybody in Baton Rouge know J-Dawg. So G Money would run up to the car. Man, J-Dawg, listen to this music. I'm like, man, G, hold on, I'm gonna come right back and check you out. I never listen to the music. Not knowing he was gonna be that thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was on, man. Now, did you say Lil Pap was released?
Yeah, he got released. I
thought he took like a 5-year charge.
He did, and he did his time, and he's home now. I don't think Baton Rouge would be a safe place for him. I think he need to go.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, that was a horrible situation that led to a whole bunch of escalation and things as far as on the rap scene. But I could only imagine in the streets of Baton Rouge how crazy that was.
I'm not saying Pap killed G in no form or fashion. I'm just saying it's not a safe place for you and be your Pap.